Hello, do we have... Are we on air? And God said, let there be light. We are on the air. I am terribly sorry about that. I seem to have started the stream with private for some reason. I don't even know how I managed to do that. That was a freak accident. I'm going to have to check my channel real quick. That is so weird. That is really funny. That is... My goodness. Hello, Lucas. Welcome to my barnyard. That is called Shard3D. So, I'm going to go back and explain what I was doing. I was basically gathering all of the different combinations of vertex shaders, which is just basically a set of flags. Oh my gosh, Visual Studio, don't do this to me. Okay. It's this thing over here. It's just a bunch of flags. And what I'm going to do is I will basically gather all of the different options, or like combinations, which will be not here. For these outputs for the fragment shader, and reading from vertex buffers, of course. Then I go over all the different render systems, so shadow maps, possibly reflections, just the main camera, because they have slightly different vertex shaders. Then let's forget about these two. Then I go for the different interfaces. So I have, of course, my normal mesh actor, let's say, my normal 3D mesh that you can render in the scene. And of course I have terrain, which is part of a different sort of render interface. And that's what I was busy with. And right now, yes, I was cleaning up this piece of code, making sure that nothing here was funky. I am not entirely sure. I think I might be able to start running and testing this. Let me just clean the solution. Last time I haven't pressed compile. I hope when I press compile now, I am not going to start stuttering and that my microphone is not going to start cutting out, because that seems to happen when I have all my 16 threads compiling my engine. So, quick sanity check here, make sure I didn't forget anything. Yes, I just output all of this information. And then I output this. Let me actually first check if this actually reads the right shaders one last time. Yes, because I just end up getting the same thing. The flags that are required. Do I? No, of course I store the right fragment inputs. I can check real quick. Assign? No, I don't think that's an option in Visual Studio. Because what you define is, I think it's in, is it in code generation? Somewhere. It's in general. Yes. You either have multi-processor compilation, yes or no, that's it. Let me actually search if that's a possibility. So, Visual Studio compile with not all threads. Limit. Aha, so you can change that. If I go to Tools, Options, Projects and Solutions, VC++ Project Settings, Okay, there we go. Alright, 14 threads, like you said. That is hilarious. Alright, so that's nice. That's a new thing learned. But why does it by default use all your threads? Like, why wouldn't they just use one less thread so maybe your system could have some breathing room? That's for Shadow yeah, it should be fine. Well, time to see if this compiles. There we go, I already hear my hard drive working. My WD Black. Alright. CMake uses... Wait, why would it use more threads than are available? That actually makes no sense. No, but wouldn't 32 threads already force all concurrency? Or is it trying to hog all the threads to avoid the system from doing more context switches? That is still so ridiculous. Like, you would still have overhead in that case. Yeah, but how greedy is it? It really needs to use your whole computer. That's just no. Oh, have a look at this. I missed something. Oh, I didn't return anything. Yeah, I should just return null here. Depends on your scheduler. Well. Yeah, my microphone is not cutting out, is it? Let me just open Task Manager and just see what it says. Interesting. Oh, never mind. Okay. I was about to say it was only using 10%, but now it's using 100. I told it to use 14 threads. What is this? Is that 15 days of uptime? I turn off my computer. What is this? Oh, right. I changed the name of a bunch of these things. Actually, let me already just add... Let me just add this here real quick. Case expression. Initializing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What is this now? Oh, that's because it's not a const. Oh, that's ridiculous. This needs to be const. This needs to be const. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? I would have assumed it was they were virtual. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I would have assumed it was the cores. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. So if I put 7, it should use 14. But that's just so stupid. Because it doesn't matter the cores. What actually matters to the operating system is the number of threads. Yeah, now it seems to only be using 14 cores. Wait, did it already finish building? Oh my gosh. That was really fast. Oh, and Okay, great. It failed to compile something. Let's start the debugging. Oh, okay, this is a... Hold on. Oh no, that's something completely different. That is my terrain brushing... Terrain includes... Terrain or okay, I am missing something. That means I have broken something before. No, not in here. Resources. Of course I print out the errors. You must define the... Oh, no. Okay, so I have two issues here. I have... Missing bindless index, that's a very easy fix. Let me just scroll up here. Yeah, of course I print out errors. If I didn't print out errors, I would basically be blindfolded trying to walk on a rope 5,000 meters high. It's technically possible, but you're much more likely to fail. So I have bindless descriptor set. Meanwhile... Wait, but I do set it. Oh no, I only set it in the shadow. Oh, that, okay. Wait, I thought it would have been the same. Let me have a look real quick. Look at my pipeline layouts. Oh no, these are different. Okay. Fine. I think for my terrain it should be the same. Be around the bush? Map. Okay, these are also the same. Okay, so for the shadow map, it's the first one. For this one, is the second one. Why do I order it in all of these different ways? See, kids, this is why you don't start developing a game engine from high school all the way down to college. It does not result in very good code base. Main camera. Wait, what the... Oh my gosh, I forgot to add the terrain. For shadow? Okay, continue for shadow. This one, yeah, no, I'm missing something. Terrain, main. For this one, main camera, it was, what was it? It was 1, right? Yes, 1. It was 1. And I always have extra includes. Yes. What was the other problem? Okay, so it was missing this and it was... Oh, right, terrain.glsl. What do you think of the music, by the way? I grabbed about 1.5 hours of a mix of lo-fi, hip-hop, and jazz. Shout out to Feslian Studios, by the way. That's who I got the music from. Very, very great music library. For a absolutely low price, honestly. They really do deserve more. So go check them out. Which is include? And it was line 58. Oh. Oh, yeah. That makes sense why I didn't have that. This one is get transform terrain. Sample texture height average. Okay, so I'm assuming this one has got to be... Yeah, so this one must be for this extra node. The special node that I was implementing. Let me just find where I compile it. Compile implementation. Yeah, so I need to change this real quick because I'm pretty sure using more channels in a single texture rather than using a texture array is going to be more efficient. So I think I'll use BC7 with 4 channels instead of BC4 with 1 channel, multiple arrays. It saves me half the amount of memory and should be lighter on the GPU. And of course everyone knows that memory reads are the bane of GPUs. Especially in video with their low, with their what, 8 gigabyte 5060 Ti in 2025. I was just joking, video. If you want to send free video cards, I would likely appreciate it. So deref global shader data, height map. Yeah, that's all the height map. Try and extend info. Yes, I'm just missing the rest of this information because of the height and offset. Not height, the scale and offset. Wait. That's another typo. Okay. That was another typo. Now the question is... Sorry, that height map. That's another error, because this takes in a sampler, so what I'm going to do instead is... take this data. No. Has to be this way. Float. Offset. Float. Scale. Now, I call this funny dereference sample. That's another one. Yes, I indeed do need this. I indeed need that because... Well, okay, the offsets don't really matter, but the scale absolutely does. Because the more displaced the vertices are, the steeper the normal is going to be. As for offset, yeah, I can leave that out. So I just need scale in that regard. Extent, same story, same story. I'm just going to fix this because I'm going to forget it afterwards, I know for a fact, and then it's going to take me another 30 minutes to figure out what I was doing wrong. Yeah, that's not going to happen. What was it that I actually... Gentime get none... Oh, that's convenient. I have this here. Get non-uniform access name, terrain, no. Shard3D handle. Yep. Let's take this and yeah, do the same thing here. And I'm going to have to do yeah. No, here. There we go. Now I can put this here. A substance map, and in here, yeah. Before I forget, I think I'll just start out by just doing a text rate, but I'm going to change this. So, comment to change this to an AC7 RGB texture. Sample. Yeah, that's going to be... Alright, this is for the LOD. How many indentations do I have here? 1... Yeah, this 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Let's have a... check here. So I added, well no, was it data? Yeah, I replaced data there. This one should still be fine. If I go to, did I already click? No, the console is still open. Yeah, so it should be just, yeah, and same with sample terrain. Wait, no, sample terrain normal. Oh, that's because it's in another shader, terrain debug. Right. Terrain deferred, I think that's kind of pointless now because it's going to be using the same shader as everything else. Now it's an editor. Terrain debug. (101). Yeah, it's not data now. Now it is extent and scale. Extent and scale. Alongside a height map sampler at the end. And it's data dot tiles times extent. That's for that. Then it's scale. So then it's data height. Now this should compile. So many people are messaging. I have a very strong feeling that it's compiling faster than before. Oh, this window is frozen. Alright, what's wrong now? Did I just see? Oh, cannot convert from what? Am I missing something? Oh. Terrain. What? Did it fail at? No, surely not. Also, I want to see if it actually... No. No, this is a debug, that's why. Oh, goodness gracious. I kind of forgot that I am not supposed to do that anymore. Because... Okay, let's have a look here. Pipeline layout, it should match something. It actually matches no pipeline layout. Okay. This is going to be a slight problem. I just learned that yeah, it's if-def. Unreal Engine does that too. My problem with that is when it works. But yeah, the whole problem with combining two different platforms is you're gonna have to compile all the shaders for all those platforms. So actually, yeah, no, it doesn't compile anything. But you have seen how many shaders are just in here. And I have to compile that over for multiple different permutations. Okay, turn on. Okay, I have an idea. What I am going to do okay, that reminds me, I also need to set this up. But that's a matter of getting to run again. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste that. Put it into editor. Terrain debug.vert. Okay, now I can get rid of. I can add this. This. No need for constant IDs. No need for this. Actually, wait, this... No, this should be fine. I just realized. Because it's only using the fragment shader. Compressing the stuff to compress textures. The reason I think it will work is because... Okay, I might have a point there. But what for sure is not a problem is BC5. The interesting thing about BC5 is the two channels are quite literally completely independent of each other. BC5 is just an array of BC4. It's just two BC4s, one in the R channel, the other one in the G channel. That's why it's so good for normals, because normals are extremely sensitive to quality changing. To quantization, should I say. Okay, I think I don't, after all, I don't need to do this for debug.vert. Oh no, that's, okay, never mind. I'm just going to do it like this to avoid any problems. This relies on all of that. Then I'll just do that. Index, yeah. That's going to be index equals tile index. Oh, I just did a typo. Oh, that's supposed to be a semicolon. Yes, I want to check it in BC7. BC7, I feel like could work. I need to use a different compression scheme though. Not compression scheme, compression algorithm. Because I was using KTX for my in-game textures, not light maps. Light maps I was using compressinator, not compressinator. The NVIDIA texture tools. They have produced very good quality. KTX on the other hand, if you don't want endlessly long loading times, the quality sucks. So hopefully with a decent quality, it shouldn't be that big of a deal, because there's another caveat. The texture quality that I use, not should I say, the resolution that I use, it's significantly less than the height map resolution. So it's blurred, and when using block compression, it might create a lot more artifacts. So yes, indeed, that is something I need to have a look at before I go further experimenting with all kinds of stuff. Oh gosh. Oh no. Look at how big this push constant is. What size is this even? It's only 92 bytes. I just selected the wrong thing. There you go, the rest, ignore. But what I am going to chuck into BC7, very likely, is my terrain textures. Terrain textures as in, like, my material data, ambient occlusion, depth, glossiness. I don't know what else I'll put in there, but that I'm absolutely putting in BC7. The reason is because I'm doing so many texture reads. At that point, I really do believe that it's better to use maybe like a 4K texture that has slightly more artifacting. The normal maps are, of course, still going to stay a separate texture. That is no doubt. But the reason I say this for the other ones is, first of all, it saves me space. Second of all, like I said, I'm very certain it's going to reduce the load on the GPU. And then I might as well just increase the quality. Resolution. equals. Wait, no. Wait. So did I accidentally... No. What was tile again? I think this is actually this thing over here. Is it? It just says chord here. Let me actually look at an older version. Really quickly. Oh, okay. Yeah, it turns out I really do just do this. Okay. That's good to know. I just closed it. I keep doing this to myself. I keep closing it by accident. Okay, this one should be rendering. Terrain preview. Go down. Yeah, this one is wireframe, and this one is not wireframe. Yeah. No funky defines, nothing, none of that. Okay. And this one I also don't need to have this funky file here. Height, offset. Yep. Yep. Oh, hold on. That is going to be a no. Yeah, okay. That is fixed. Let's see if it will compile now. Wait, am I silly? Is that not what it's called? Oh, it's projection. Projection view. Where did I get view projection from? Oh, did it work? Okay, after this, did it? Wait, did it compile? Wait. No, it didn't work. Okay, because this file is not empty. It's missing something. I think it's because I did not call that function. Actually, let me already commit these changes before I forget. Fixed errors. Wait. Oh my gosh, it didn't stage these changes. What? Hello? Stage. Your local branch to be... I haven't pushed it from anywhere else. What is going on? What? No, hold on. I'm gonna... Let me restart Visual Studio. That is really funky. I don't know what happened, but it should be fine now. I just noticed my live stream category doesn't make sense. What should I put? Nah, doesn't really fit. There's no development category. Compile missing. Yeah, this is empty. So what this should say now, what this should call is what I mean. Let me delete this from here. Material shader tracker. And of course I didn't include that. Missing. Okay. Device, resource, handler, splash screen. Hallelujah, we have a crash. Wait. Wait. Wait, why has it done that? Wait. It called compile. Oh, okay, this is completely unrelated. Okay, that is funny. What's the exception? And why didn't it... What? Something in here went wrong. No, it compiled nothing. Alright, so this is where the endlessly long debugging phase starts. Is it gonna call it now? There we go. Up to shadow. If it exists, exactly, then we do. Oh, great, and it crashed. Okay, something in here crashed. Wait. Unknown exception. Oh, that's now that's nice. Doesn't even tell me what the exception was. Oh goodness. Let me close all but this. Go to these one by one. This one, compile. Compile surface. Oh no, but that's not what failed. It was, if I go in here, it was this. No, no. It was indeed in this. I need to have a look in here. Yeah, everything makes sense here. No fragment should be false. Fragment input. Whoa! Oh no, wait, there's a flag. Never mind. That's slightly annoying about these flags. I no longer am able to see what they are. That just slightly annoys me. Well, there's also, this one's just a normal shader. If it's not opaque, yeah, that makes... Yeah, no, none of these. Okay, for this one, if it's... Yeah. It's got normal input, it's got that, this makes sense, this makes sense. No clear code, no transparency, no, that was translucence. No, it was transparency. Fragment inputs. Oh. Well, this should, yeah. This was just verifying everything. Required world position false. Okay, let me just skip this because that's a long for loop. Alright, so that passes. It is able to print the gbuffer mask. Yeah, but outputs normal, diffuse, execution, glossiness, metallic. And it's gonna add all of these defines. Okay, this technical. Okay, now that I look at this, this one is not necessary. This one, I add this to fragment inputs. Actually, now I think about it, I should get rid of all of these except for the... Ooh. Now, I just noticed something. This is not related to why it doesn't compile, but what else I did notice. I need the bindless index to be exactly the same everywhere for this. So I will of course see some validation errors for the descriptor sets, but that should be a lot easier. Okay, enlist vertex. Okay, let's have a look. Does it work here? Lucas, are you there? I just want you to come and look at my expertise in this. Why has that occurred to me? Wait. Should it not create the file by default? Where's that project? No, that's not the right one. Do you want to figure out... We want to see why it's crashing right now? Why it's throwing an exception? What? Am I not looking at this right? It's supposed to call this upon startup. Oh my gosh. It's empty. Why is it empty? Oh gosh. That's just great, isn't it? What I've just done here. Yeah. You're washing dishes and cooking. But when are you gonna cook in your engine again, though? Come on, Lucas. I want to see that. I want to see those ambitions. Compile surface. Yes, all that works. This should no longer crash. Okay, that's good. Yep. Empty file. Okay, nice. You will get all kinds of things like... Well, you're going to do ray tracing, aren't you? Yeah, I've seen you've been playing that game the whole day. Every cache. Flags, output. Yeah, 212. And yep. Flag 212 is there. 5 days straight. Oh my goodness. Is it a really good game? Okay. Okay. I wish able to look at strings like better than this. Like, come on, Visual Studio. I wish you could like open a proper box or a window. We're playing, you need lock in, yeah. Okay, I do see. Oh yeah, I used the normal map. Now, does this work? Yay! This. Oh my goodness, what is this? This is STD function. Yeah. One of the most bloated classes in the standard library. Now, let's see how far I can get before it starts crashing. Okay, not bad. It's compiling. Oh, there we go. Now there we have a mistake. Oh. Okay. Let's see what the mistake here is. That sounds fun. Is it free or is it paid? I should really look at some gameplay sometime. See what it's like. Oh my goodness, how big is this shade? See, this is why I don't want to do a forward renderer in my engine. Just look at how big these shaders are. This already doesn't run on older Intel integrated GPUs. To make it run on my university laptop, I've actually had to literally get rid of parts of the shader for it to run. That's how much register pressure it has. Yeah. It would have been nice to do a forward renderer, but mostly because of anti-aliasing. Unfortunately, that's not going to work with my game because I have some effects that really rely on deferred rendering. Different ammo types. I mean, don't most games like really have that? Like for example, Left 4 Dead also has so like explosive ammo and was it fire ammo? Drug? Wait, what? Oh, that's right. Hey, look at this. It's been adding all these flags here. That's actually scary to think about. Like, up to what number do I go to? I have so many different combinations possible. You mean like an AK-47 just jamming for no reason? That kind of malfunction. Interesting. Might take that as inspiration for my game. Oh, you sent me a message. Oh, wow. Might take that as inspiration for the game that we are making. Jamming guns. I mean, there's going to be a whole reliability mechanic in the first place. So, definitely adding reliability to weapons is also going to add another layer of depth. Terrain. Wait, what was I looking at it again? I got distracted. Oh, right. I remember. I see why that's happening. Yeah, that's also something I really like to work on the game that we're making. Oh, listen for oh, that's cool. Yeah, I see why I really like that. That's yeah, I've been looking. Those are pretty cool weapons. There's also weapon customization. It looks like it. Cool. I just have a lot of time on my hands, so I don't know if I'll be able to get around to play something like that. But it does look like good fun. Oh my gosh, just look at these if defs in this. Just look at how big of a mess this... Oh yeah, you can swap out scopes. Wait. Oh no, don't tell me you can swap out lenses as well. You can't even swap out the tip? That is really cool. Are they an indie studio or are they... Cool. Indie devs bringing back the joy into games and the soul. What are these errors that I'm seeing here? I hope they're nothing serious. Oh, great. What is this now? What? Wow. These models are also really high quality. That's also nice. I also need to do gun modeling again. There's only a minigun that we have. And it's not the best quality. I should have really increased the quality before I started texturing it. But I think I need to completely retexture it anyway. What am I messing up here? Oh no, this is a compilation result from this. Wait, 110? 110? I'm never gonna find that. Yeah. Sound is honestly a really underrated aspect in a lot of games, I would say. Like, I think too much focus is put on graphics rather than other senses like sound, scent. No, I'm just kidding. But sound, yeah, that's a very other important thing. At some point, I'm gonna have a field day recording all kinds of sounds for our game. Like tires rolling and wind sounds and skidding and all that good stuff. Yeah, but you have to give them some leeway if they put that much effort already in most of the sound design. What's up here? It says unexpected vector. Where? Surely not here. Oh, I see it already. I'm missing a semicolon. Oh yeah, look at this. I'm doing the optimization you sent me. Doing the cross product from these columns. And it failed. What now? Yeah, I was able to cut down on the size of my struct, so it should use less VRAM per instance. So that's also a nice side effect. What the? Oh no, not again one of these. Line 65, unexpected layout. Oh, that's another missing semicolon somewhere. Line 32, that's an include. There we go. No, that's another include. Ah, here it is. Semicolon. Oh, yeah, I'm missing a semicolon here. Non-uniform sample 2. Wait, how could I have missed that? Read 6 messages above. Oh. And you're also kind of deaf, so that doesn't really help. Tactical sports hats. Oh, no, in-game you can buy the... Oh, what? That is so funny. That's also so cool. I mean, that does take away a bit of a layer of immersion if you set it to mono. Oh, imagine playing with surround sound speakers. Oh. What audio engine do they actually use? Did they use Fmod? Or do they use something else? Yeah, I see. I mean, F1 is a really popular one, so wouldn't be too surprising if they had it. I mean, you would normally see it on the splash screen if they used it. Not on the splash screen, should I say the... Ah, you know what I mean. Two-shaded trick, wait. I'm actually almost dozing off. I'm, for some reason, struggling to figure out what I'm clicking on. No, it's not on here, it's the other one. Wait, what? Wait. I am getting scammed. Putting a set here because I don't want... nah, it doesn't matter, honestly. Why is it giving the wrong result, though? That's my only question. It's supposed to add a semicolon at the end. If I add this... Yes, there's a semicolon. So why does that semicolon disappear? What? Wow. Did I really need that? Why did I even need that in the first place? I actually don't get what the point of that was. Oh, no. I just saw more errors. What is that? Not one of these again. What is it, line 52? Wait, it's at line 52. Expecting right parenthesis or comma. It's gonna be all the way down here somewhere. Let me just... There you go. Line 52. What? Oh, there's a space here. How did that space get there? What? Wait a minute. How did that... Where's that space coming from? Unexpected. Oh, not again. Vec 3. This is one too many. Just... I honestly don't get that. Why is there a... Never mind. Left brace, comma, or semicolon. All this looks... Oh no, you wouldn't suppose it's this, is it? I think it is that. I think it is. Yeah, it is, because it doesn't have this defined. Just gonna add this define here as well, why not? That should solve that problem. I think I fixed the other problem as well. Let's see if there's anything else. Unexpected Vec 3. Yeah, okay. No, that should be fine. No, it's something else. Failed to compile. Unexpected. It's time to scroll all the way down. Down, down, down. What's going on with these? Why is it adding a... Lucas, look at this. Every single binary representation I'm using, it just adds a space between the 0 and the B. I'm not crazy, am I? This is not valid. Yeah, it's not. That's not valid. So why is it doing that? That is so ridiculous. Hold on, let me see if it's happening anywhere else. If it's literally just that number or if it's happening with multiple things. That's the fragment shader. Haskell, just replace it with hexadecimal. That is just not convenient, though. It just isn't. The most significant bit. 32 that way, so it's gonna be 4. Wait, so this is how many bits are left? This one is 0, 4, 8, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. Down there. Did that fail as well? Let me check. No, this one doesn't have that. Getting a lot of notifications. Well, it's at least running, but has it done everything right? That's the other question. No errors, no, of course it failed for something. Let's have a guess. Did it fail what I think it did? No, this is fine now. Wait, what? Oh gosh, no, what did this do wrong? What has this done now? No, 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 no. Come on, tell me. Oh no! I have not thought of that. That is a slight problem. I think it's time to go back to the drawing board. I think I'm gonna work like half an hour more and then it's time to wrap it up, so let's get to work with this. Oh gosh, oh, I was not expecting this. I have two options. Neither of which really sound fun. Okay, so do you see this error here? That's probably too small. It says instance data undeclared, object instance, no, doesn't exist, none of this exists, right? And then I looked at this, it says material instance parameter offset, or material instance parameter access. This is a problem because, okay, first of all, I think I made a naming mistake, but I will explain it as I fix that. So, I have this feature in my engine where you can instance materials. It's very cool, very nice. You can create you can instantiate a material at runtime and modify it at runtime from the C# script engine. And the way it works is it's bound to the instance index. So the instance, what the object is. This does not work for terrain. It's not going to work for particles. And it doesn't need to, because first of all, terrain, what are you going to change dynamically about the terrain? As in, what kind of parameter is going to, you know, change in that regard? As for foliage, yeah, no, I don't see it either. It's just not in the games that we're gonna make. So the material instancing is only really required for regular meshes that you render in 3D. So basically, basic 3D models. So like a house model, or I don't know, a car model. For example, the car model, you can change the paint parameters and such. The problem is, I'm trying to use the same shader, so the same fragment shader for everything. So I'm trying to use the same fragment shader for terrain, for the 3D models, foliage, all of that. And it doesn't work because of that one single detail. So yeah, my only other option, I think, actually I'm very certain my only other option is compile everything twice. I think I'm missing an if-def as well. Compile everything twice. Like, I mean, compile an extra permutation for no special instancing. And that just does not sound fun. See, it's moments like this that compiling to spare V is actually slightly annoying. Because if it was OpenGL, I'll be like, oh, just if-def it, done with it. But yeah, that doesn't really work with this. First of all, I need to actually fix the naming of something. Material instance. This one is called this. Yeah. This is basically the whole material instancing information. Also, why haven't I marked these as read-only buffers? There you go. That is detrimental. I have an idea. I have an idea. Where I don't need to compile everything twice. It might require me sending an extra something from the vertex shader, but Lucas, these vertex shader attributes that I sent to the fragment shader basically have no performance impact, do they? Right? The GPU does some sort of... What do you mean I wouldn't say that? No, don't tell me I need to actually... Because, for example, I output the material ID, this object data. I can have up to, I think, 16 of these. 16 output attributes. Or 17, something like that. No, this has nothing. No, I'm not talking about these vertex input. I mean like the, when you input in the fragment shader, that's what I mean. From the fragment shader, not vertex attributes. I meant the output locations. I don't know what it's called, this. These barycentrics something. You know what I mean. The things that you pass through the fragment shader. That has a cost? Do you know how bad it is? I mean, material ID, I only need the least, I only need 16 bits of this. So that is a plus. Because I think I have a, yeah. I basically limit the amount of bindless resource that can be created, like 32,000, so that fits in 16 bits. That's something I do really rely on. As for amount of instances, though, that's... What's the maximum amount of material instances I can create? Hold on. First I need to have a check here. I mean, that's something, honestly, someone needs to profile. Like, see how many of those inputs, like, on all kinds of GPUs is going to start having an effect on performance. Okay, so it's in... I think it's in compile implementation. And it should be... Where's parameter node? Yes. Okay, I have two things I need to pass. This material instance index, and I need to pass the submesh slots. Okay, these are two things that are not dependent on the 3D model. So, for example, I could just make this, yeah, equal to this. So. Let me just change this to be 16-bit. And this is a 16-bit number. Then I need this information. So first things first, I need to see how many of these I can create. So it's time to go to one of my favorite systems, actually, that I wrote. Where is it? Material instances system. I love this. It just does it in such a elegant way. I think that's a problem. I mean, do I seriously need 130,000? like, I'm actually trying to realistically think. I don't think I will ever get anywhere near that number. So if I make this UN 16 max, that's... yeah, then it fits in 16 bits. What was everything exactly that I needed? The array offset. Oh yeah, and the submesh slot. Yeah, I can only have a certain amount of slots anyway. I don't know what the limit is. It might be 255. I actually don't know what the maximum amount of slots are. I wouldn't make it too high though, I guess. Maybe I'll limit it to 1,000 or something. I have plenty of empty bits here. Where is it? I have a comment somewhere explaining this? No. Is it in this? Oh golly, I don't have much. Ooh, I don't have much. What if I make this a UVEC 2? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this. What the? It doesn't support that? Because 4 bits for the submesh slot are not enough. I already know that. Because, yeah, no, 16... 16 different material slots, that's it. That's the limit. No, that's way too little. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. Yeah, no. 130,000 is honestly way too many. I don't remember how I bind it anyway, but I don't think it's too deep. Yeah, no, it should be fine. Yeah, on X. I'm using this anywhere else? No. Yeah, okay, I think I've got this. I think I'll write it down because I think it's nah, come on, I'm gonna do it right now. If I do it now, then that's done. So let's uint mesh material slot dot y and gosh. Actually, wait, I can just do this. Six, 5, 3, 5, 5. No, yeah, there we go. No, 3, 5, right. That's the maximum index. There you go. Then that should Do you also like how many different descriptor bindings and indices I have here? Just look at this. Look at how beautiful. Okay, so after do I have to move this to be generated somewhere else? Ugly, it's beautiful. Can you imagine having to store this with bindless? I would need another buffer just to store that. I would have like a descriptor set buffer to store my descriptor sets. How ridiculous does that sound? I swear, if you're gonna suggest hard coding indices, I mean, I actually am going to do that. Unfortunately. This one's hard coded at index 0. To get around of horrible tech debt. We make tech debt to avoid tech debt. It's a cycle of viciousness. Receive decal. No, this does not receive decals whatsoever. Let me check if I actually enable this flag. I could have sworn that it doesn't enable it anywhere. No, it doesn't. Wow. Okay. Funky music, this. Yeah, okay, this. think I should do this up here, now that I think about it. Yeah. Because that's what this card is sitting. Do you also reckon that discarding only in the early depth pass and then doing a compare on— oh shoot! My speakers fell. Oh no. I think the audio might have gone haywire. Yeah, it's detecting audio, but I'm not hearing anything. What the? Well, there go my speakers. Just fixed it, and never mind. Ooh. Granite mesh? I mean, I don't really care about doing this. Oh, oh, these are encoding the normals and tangents. Oh, normals and tangents are both stored in 32 bits, I see. What do you mean by check the chapter? You just sent me the whole page. Special magic and video optimization. Is that the chapter you're talking about? Ah, okay, I see now. I didn't realize you were naming the chapter. I thought you just said that it was... Never mind. Oh, this is what you're sending in regards to... Okay. You know, I reckon why this is faster, because now you're only... Because this only really applies for rendering this many meshes. So what they are doing, I think it's, the reason it's faster is because when you do the barocentric interpolation in the fragment shader, you're only doing it for visible pixels rather than for every single pixel, even hidden ones. And then discard it because it's not visible. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that in my engine. I'm not gonna render that many meshes for no reason. I'm going to do occlusion culling and all that good stuff. So, and they're also rendering like what, billions of triangles. But that's good to know. I haven't really thought of that in any other way. What was I working on? Right. I was talking about something, then my speakers fell. So I need to go into this. Take that. But you're also forgetting, these are flat attributes, so they don't get interpolated. Data. Offset at 16, and then what do we add else? Hold on. Wait, the most significant digits. What do you mean if the compiler doesn't remove them? I mean, there is one caveat. Yeah, so if the early depth pass does not make use of the material, the vertex shader is still going to output that material ID and that object data. So, is that bad? I'm just gonna hope that the graphics card optimizes it. I don't know how big of a performance impact it would be anyway. I don't think it would be. Because there's no interpolation going on anyway. But anyway, let's get this to work. Let's get this working. Terrain.vert. Yeah. That is optimized. That is optimized. Wait, did I forget? I forgot these closing parentheses. Now, yeah, that's UVec2. That is using a UVec2. That is using a UVec2. Now I just need to, yes, I have this, So slot, yeah, shift those bits, the one, offset index. Yes. Yes, then I just make sure it's not equal to this. And then I replace that with actually I can just use this. I'm gonna write it this way, why not? Optimize your code file sizes. Instance will act as expression. This one doesn't use any funky things, does it? Nope. Good, that's good. This should be fine. Now that I'm looking at this, I think I could just do this in... vertex share, maybe? Nah, this doesn't really matter, I don't think. There's some things you just want to get over with. This is one of them for me. So that should solve that problem. Let's go into assets, cache, SPIR-V. Oh, look at these beautiful. Look! Look! It can build all these vertex. And they take up most of the space. Oh, that's great. Wait, why is it compiling 3 and 4? I thought I told it to skip. But that's not too consoling, knowing that just these, look at how many shaders they're producing. Okay, now why has UV2 and UV3 disappeared? That does not add up to me. Well, let's have a quick look. Hold on, what file is this done in? No, it's done in this one. No, this one. Somehow UV2 and UV3 don't seem to be added. Not sure why. There's something, enlist something. No, it's too far down. Is it up here? Frag inputs. Yeah, I found the problem. I'm glad I found this because this would be so much worse. This could be so much worse, what I'm saying. To debug, had I not found it earlier. Thank God I found that. Why is it so big? Something else failed. That's the shadow map shader. Why is this all white space? Yeah, okay, no, I see. That's okay, that is stuff that I forgot to remove. Shadows, little frag. No, it's not a... Is it? No. Surely not. Where's this coming from? Base index. Just where is that coming from? It's coming from below this. No, is it really in Shadow the Frag? I keep forgetting what I do. Yeah, it is from this. Okay, no. Oh, of course, and this is wrong as well. Oh, no. This code is not very portable. I need to fix that. Why? I don't know. Then I take this, plop that down there. No, I made a mistake there. That's supposed to be up here. This is supposed to be all the way at the top. Yeah, no. No. That's supposed to be up there. Because that could be another annoying bug to find. And yeah, that should actually be in that if statement anyway. Because it's just information that is only obtained with a material buffer. So let's actually put this in here. Right. Yeah, no. Material ID is its own thing, yeah. And that was that, hopefully. No, something else went wrong. I think it's time to stop anyway, so let's see. Okay, it's another one of these. Let's go see if we can find that. If not, then I'll just write that as a to-do. Commit, push, and leave it for another day. Oh no, I went too far, that's why. Oh, it's these again. Let's fix that. I still don't understand why that's happening. Am I using these bits nowhere else? No. Not in the vertex shader? No. Non-terrain? Good. $191 again? Was that not 191? Okay, it's from here. Line 53 shader. I should really print out those lines next to him. Oh, no, never mind. That's because I swapped it out with the wrong thing. Come on, one more time. Something else is going wrong. Assign. Oh, that's because I'm... No, not this. Okay, let's close this. That's getting confusing now. Is it Uint? It should be UVec 2. UVec 2. Terrain. Okay, that's wrong. Let's try this again. That should be fine. Should be... No, that's not fine. Something is wrong with the vertex shader now. Frag object instance? Where have I been using that? Wow, I really just copy-pasted it. Come on. Almost there. Oh, that is so close. I'm actually curious how many shaders. Wow. Wow. I fixed this bug, didn't I? No, it's the wrong thing. UV2 still is gone. I'm going to assume that's because for some reason. Wait. No, I am switching with UV index. Wait, let me just real quick check this out. Yeah, okay, it hasn't gotten there yet, that's why. I'm taking this massive fragment shader now. Just look at all of these light. Wait, what? I'm just. Okay. Whoa! What on earth? Where has that come from? Oh, it's not called object data in. Oh, that's my mistake. Yes, object data in. This object data in. Has that seriously been caused by just one mistyped input? That's fascinating. No. Pixel, undeclared identifier. Why has that happened? Oh. I see why. But the rest? Okay, that doesn't seem warranted. Compiling missing shader, glass shader. It's still going wrong. Frag UV1 redefinition. Redefinition? Also, this should be fixed now, shouldn't it? No? It was literally compiling that file. Let me just try that out. Let me just see. 1, 2, 3. These are distinct flags. I am not crazy. I think it's just because it's failing to compile this bit. If I go down, yeah, it fails. So I think that's why it's not saving it afterwards. What do you mean frag UV1 redefinition? Why has it been redefined? Is defined once here. Where else? Oh, it has been. Hold on. That's not right. Yeah, no. this should be gone. Same from... No? No, it is here. Same from here, that should not be there. What? Oh, yeah, this has more information, that's why. Okay, that was that. Yeah, I get that. Did it work? No errors? I have defeated the bugs from my engine. Yep, and that's back here. I'm a genius. Do I dare try to do literally anything now? I don't wanna, but... Should I try to open a material? Well, it renders something. No, okay, no, it... Yeah, okay, this is very off. Maybe a material that actually does work. Let's see if I can open. Yes! This still works! I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's happening. That's just not right. Let me just give myself that as a reminder to fix. But can I open sponsor? I mean, it's not going to render with the right materials, but it should still open. Whoa! Oh, wait, no. What the? What was that? Oh, no, something is wrong with the culling. Why is that happening? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh gosh. There's a bug with the culling. How does that happen? Well, oh, and okay, yeah. How is this happening? Can I place a point light at least? Does this render just fine? Well, sort of. Yeah, it kind of renders. Just not properly. That is annoying. And I'm going to have to fix that at some point. Alright, I think that was enough work anyway. I think this was very successful. I finally got a step further in the engine. And I really hope to soon be able to start working on the game again myself, because I've kind of left my friend a bit stranded with what to work on. So hopefully this stream will have brought the game one step closer to production. Anyway, that was basically the stream. I hope you all enjoyed, whoever is watching, and I am looking forward to next fixing these bugs. I'm not really looking forward to them, I just want to get it to work. And that's it. See ya.